said Mrs. Pepper, winding up hers carefully on an old spool as she spoke. "Take care, Polly, you broke that. Thread's dear now." "I couldn't help it," said Polly vexedly. "It snapped. Everything's dear now, it seems to me. I wish we could have, ever and ever so many candles, as many as we wanted. I'd light 'em all, so there, and have it light here one night anyway." "Yes, and go dark all the rest of the year, like as anyway," observed Mrs. Pepper, stopping to untie a knot. "Folks who do so never have any candles," she added sententiously. "How many would you have, Polly?" asked Joel curiously, laying down his hammer and regarding her with the utmost anxiety. "Oh, 200, said Polly decidedly. "I'd have 200 all in a row." 200 candles, echoed Joel in amazement. "My whockety, what a lot!" "Don't say such dreadful words, Joel," put in Polly nervously, stopping to pick up her spool of basting thread that was racing away all by itself. "'Tisn't nice." "'Tisn't worse than to wish you'd got things you haven't," retorted Joel. "I don't believe you'd light 'em all at once," he added incredulously. "Yes, I would, too," replied Polly recklessly. 200 of 'em, if I had a chance. All at once, so there, Joey Pepper." "Oh," said little Davy, drawing a long sigh. "Why, 'twould be just like heaven, Polly. But wouldn't it cost money, though?" "I don't care," said Polly, giving a flounce in her chair, which snapped another thread. "Oh, dear me, I didn't mean to, Mammy." "Well, I wouldn't care how much money it cost. We'd have as much light as we wanted for once, so." "Mercy," said Mrs. Pepper, "you'd have the house afire. 200 candles! Who ever heard of such a thing?" "Would they burn?" asked Phronsie anxiously, getting up from the floor where she was crouching with David, overseeing Joel nail on the cover of an old box, and going to Polly's side, she awaited her answer patiently. "Burn?" said Polly. "There, that's done now, Mamsie dear." And she put the coat with a last little pat into her mother's lap. "I guess they would, Phronsie pet." And Polly caught up the little girl and spun round and round the old kitchen till they were both glad to stop. "Then," said Phronsie as Polly put her down, and stood breathless after her glorious spin, "I do so wish we might, Polly. Oh, just this very 1 minute!" And Phronsie clasped her fat little hands in rapture at the thought. "Well," said Polly, giving a look up at the old clock in the corner, "dearie me, it's 5:30, and most time for Ben to come home." Away she flew to get supper. So, for the next few moments, nothing was heard but the pulling out of the old table into the middle of the floor, the laying of the cloth, and all the other bustle attendant upon the being ready for Ben. Polly went skipping around, cutting the bread and bringing dishes, only stopping long enough to fling some scraps of reassuring nonsense to the two boys, who were thoroughly dismayed at being obliged to remove their traps into a corner. Phronsie still stood just where Polly left her. 200 candles! Oh, what could it mean? She gazed up to the old beams overhead, and around the dingy walls, and to the old black stove, with the fire nearly out, and then over everything the kitchen contained, trying to think how it would seem. To have it bright and winsome and warm, to suit Polly. "Oh!" she screamed. "Goodness!" said Polly, taking her head out of the old cupboard in the corner. "How you scared me, Phronsie!" "Would they ever go out?" asked the child gravely, still standing where Polly left her. "What?" asked Polly, stopping with a dish of cold